Unit 7, Target 4. I can estimate square roots. To be able to estimate our square roots, first of all, we must know our perfect squares. Our perfect squares are numbers that when squared also will have a square root. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is equal to 9. The square root of 9 is equal to 3. So when I square versus square root, they're opposites. 4 squared is equal to 4 times 4, or 16. The square root of 16 is equal to 4. 5 squared is 5 times 5, or 25. The square root of 25 is equal to 5. And 6 squared is 6 times 6, or 36. The square root of 36 is equal to 6. These perfect squares are going to help us locate what two whole numbers our square roots are between. For example, if we start looking at the square root of 21, it doesn't have a perfect square root. It's not going to have a square root without a decimal. But if I think about my perfect squares, I know the square root of 21 is larger than 16, but it's also less than 25. So the square root of 21 will be between 4 and 5. If I would actually check the square root of 21 on my calculator, I would get 4.58, and it continues on and on. Another one we'll look at is square root of 32. The square root of 32 is larger than the square root of 25, but less than the square root of 36. So the square root of 32 is going to be between 5 and 6. And if we take a closer look at this, we will know that 32 is a little bit closer to 36 than it is to 25. So if I wanted to come up with a good estimate, I might say the square root of 32 is close to 5.6 or 5.7. And if I would check on a calculator, the square root of 32 is actually 5.656. And then it continues on. So I was pretty close in my estimate of 5.6 or 5.7.